A few months ago, I was traveling from California and had a connecting flight through Las Vegas. Nothing fancy, just a normal airport layover. I had some time before my next flight, so I opened my laptop and started studying my AI and ML program that I was doing from University of Texas at Austin at the time. Someone sitting nearby looked at me and asked, a stranger asked, why would you study at an airport, especially at Las Vegas here? And honestly, it wasn't a deep answer the way I gave it, because I had already walked around. I had already looked at the airport. There was nothing else to do. It's not that I didn't look at it. It was not like I'm stepping out of the airport and doing anything. I was just in the airport. So I did what I had to do at the airport, shopping and everything. But I had other time, so I started to use that time because I decided why to waste that time. So I used the time that I had. But that moment made me think about something I have been doing for years without actually really labeling it. Using small pockets of time to grow even when it's inconvenient. Not because someone told me to do, or not because it was part of a plan or something, just because I didn't want time to go empty at the time. And when I look back at my career, that habit shows up again and again. Like it's been decades and decades, and it just shows up every time for me. When I was studying, I didn't only rely on the coursework which was there. If there was time, I tried to add something extra, a certification or some project or some volunteering work related to my field and domain, something practical that made me sharper. When I started working, learning didn't stop at the time as well. Even on weekends, I tried to do, not every weekend, but as much as I can, even after long weekends when they're not every weekend, but not obsessively, but consistently. That's what I think of when I look back and reflect on what I have done throughout my career. And here is the important part. I'm not saying this made me a successful overnight. I don't even like using that word because I don't think, how can we define someone is successful? I don't think I am successful. How would you define? I am successful from where I was 20 years back. But now, I don't know. So I don't want to use that word. But what it did was help me grow. Grow into harder projects. Grow into conversations I could hold confidently. And grow into roles where I wasn't guessing anymore. That growth came from going slightly beyond what was required, what was everyone else doing, trying to do little more than what they are doing. Most people don't realize this early enough in their career, I think. And I get that when I'm talking with a lot of students and early career professionals now. When you are starting out, everyone around you looks similar. Same degree, same college, same syllabus, same exams, same grades and similar grades. Even the marks that we talk about, like the grades we talk about, don't differ much there, right? If someone is getting say 95% versus say 94.5, 96, doesn't change much in real life anyways. Grades doesn't matter that much anyways. What changes things is what sits outside the formal structure. The extra skill, the extra project, the extra exposure, those things don't always show immediately on a resume, but they show up very clearly in interviews and real work. I have seen that very closely. Someone asks you, have you done this before? And you don't need to imagine an answer. You remember doing it, right? You don't have to think of a project that you have done. Can I fit my answer into it? You don't have to because you have already done it before. You have that confidence, and that confidence compounds. A lot of people think that once earning starts, learning should slow down. I have heard that, right? Learning and earning cannot go together. That studying is something you finish early in the life, then start your earning and don't look back. I have never seen that play out well long term. I don't think that works out and plays out well. Learning and earning are not opposites. They are not opposites. They work best together. You don't need massive time blocks. You don't need to sacrifice everything. You don't need to burn out. No, you don't have to. You just need small, repeatable effort. An hour here, a couple of hours there, used intentionally. That's what I was doing at that airport. right? Not grinding or not proving anything. There is nobody to watch. It's not that, I cannot do it later, but just, use that time. Just using that time instead of letting it disappear. If you are early in your career, this matters more than you think. You don't need to outperform everyone today. You don't need to outperform everyone. You just need to position yourself so that future opportunities are easier. The future opportunities are easier. And that positioning comes from doing a little more than what's expected. Just a little more than what is expected for a long enough time. Not just one weekend or 1 month. For a long enough time. Remember this going forward. Careers don't change in a dramatic moments most of the time. It's like, one day comes and it has changed. No. They change in quiet decisions no one is watching at the time. Right? That airport was just one of them. That airport was just one of them. And this is now that I have remembered, and this is just few months back, this year itself that it has happened. There is, when I was talking about this and talking with my friends and colleagues regarding this, they said, what is the need for you to do all this? You don't have to do the coursework anyways. There is no need because you can learn it when you are working now. I can get all the projects and everything that I have to do. And you have to work during the airport or study during the airport. What are you getting out of this? That is the growth mindset you should have.